While everyone was busy chasing six-figure sports models like they were the last seats at a Beyoncé concert, Rolex quietly flipped the price script and barely anyone noticed. Two sleeper hits started creeping up, hinting they're about to become the next "I told you so" flex pieces. Somewhere, a collector just choked on their overpriced espresso. Welcome back to Opulent Oasis. Today's not about the loud, showy hype machines hogging Instagram feeds. We're talking about the quiet climbers, the ones making stealthy price moves while everyone else is busy bragging about wait lists. Like that friend who ghosts parties but somehow knows all the tea, these low-key plays are where the real game is. The smart money doesn't chase hashtags. It watches price bumps and collector whispers before they explode, because by the time the crowd notices, the real players are already 3 steps ahead, raising a glass to another quiet win. So let them chase the same old hype. We'll be here enjoying the quiet rise, and when they finally catch up, we'll just smile and nod. Rolex Air King. First up, the Air King reference number 126900, the watch that's been minding its business, but finally got tired of being overlooked. At $7,550 for 2025, it only crept up 1.3%, but in Rolex speak, that's a sly watch this moment. No loud stunts here. Just a 40mm oyster steel case, flexing quiet muscle. The smooth bezel is as chill as that friend who never brags but always wins trivia night, and 100 meters water resistance means it handles weekday chaos or weekend splashes easily. The oyster bracelet locks in with no drama, and that easy link extension, perfect for those late-night pizza regret wrist bloats. The Air King isn't chasing clout. It's building its own slow-burn legend, one quiet price nudge at a time. Before we move on, why not join the Opulent Oasis crew? Subscribe for fresh, cutting-edge updates. Let's get back to it. Rolex Oyster Perpetual. Next, the Oyster Perpetual, 41 reference number 124300ZO, the ultimate I don't need to prove anything flex. Priced at $8,695, up 2.3% this year, it's drifting away from the starter pack category and sliding into its own private VIP section. That 41mm case, calm and composed, the type of presence that could silence a room without raising a voice. The smooth bezel and no-date black dial keep it clean, like a perfectly tailored black tee that works everywhere. Chromolite lume makes it glow in the dark, like the cool kid under a club strobe. Its oyster bracelet isn't here for flash. It's here to do the job with quiet swagger. Nothing screams effortless louder than this watch, ironically, by not screaming at all. Rolex Submariner. No date. The Submariner no date reference number 124060, the wristwear equivalent of a rock legend on a comeback tour that never really ended. At $9,200 for 2025, with a tiny 1% bump, it's basically saying, yeah, still the king. Next question, the 41mm oyster steel case is pure fortress energy, triplock crown and 300 meters water resistance because, well, why not be ready for shark wrestling? The black Cerachron bezel is sharp enough to slice through all the noise and possibly some egos. No date, no fluff, no apologies, just raw, unfiltered sub-DNA doing its thing year after year. The price move? A gentle nod that legends don't need glow-ups, they just keep winning. Rolex Yacht Master 42. Drifting into the lineup, the Yacht Master 42 in RLX titanium, reference number 226627, cruises into 2025 with quiet swagger. At $14,800 after a 5% bump, it's flexing without making a scene. RLX titanium keeps it feather-light but tough, like a bouncer who moonlights as a yoga teacher. The matte black Cerachron bezel stays sharp without screaming for attention, and that titanium oyster bracelet, strong, comfy, and totally unfazed by surprise champagne showers. Rolex kept this one exclusive and subtle. It knows its worth, no party crashing required. Rolex Sea Dweller. Rolling in confidently, the Sea Dweller reference number 12663 shows up with big dive energy and a touch of gold swagger. At $9,650 for 2025, up 8%. This isn't just inflation, it's a golden power move. The 43mm oyster steel and yellow gold case feels like a heavyweight champ in a designer suit. Specs stay beastly: 4,000 feet water resistance, helium escape valve, triplock crown, and a gold Cerachron bezel ready for deep dives or rooftop bragging rights. Those gold numerals? Less bling, more don't mess with me. This watch doesn't request permission to stand out. It walks in already knowing it's on the VIP list. Rolex. Yacht Master 37. Slipping in next, the Yacht Master 37, reference number 268655 in Evo Gold, might be smaller, but it's definitely not shy. At $20,000 for 2025, up 11%, it's throwing quiet shade at anything trying too hard. Rolex new gold on rubber was the move, and this one rides that wave like a pro surfer in designer shades. The 37mm Evo Gold case shines in any crowd, and the Oyster Flex bracelet. Think of it as a high-tech muscle car disguised as a comfy sneaker. Glide lock extension keeps it locked and smooth. Small frame, massive vibe. This is pure sporty flex with a gold mic drop. Rolex Perpetual 1908. Dropping into the mix, the Perpetual 1908 reference number 5258 shows that a dress watch can flex without needing a spotlight. At $24,500 for 2025, up 11%, it embraces full gold like it just won an award, but politely declined the after-party. The 39mm yellow gold case hits that perfect middle ground, enough presence to be noticed, but subtle enough to keep its secrets. A domed fluted bezel adds a vintage wink, while the transparent case back offers a little peek behind the curtain, like a magician giving away just one trick. The brown alligator strap ties it all together, channeling old-school charm without the mothballs. It's quiet confidence at its finest. The price hike simply confirms it's for those who prefer a discreet nod over a standing ovation. Rolex Day Date 40. Next on deck, the Day Date 40, reference number 228238, shows up dripping in 18K yellow gold like it just closed a $1 million deal before brunch. At $43,000 for 2025, up 11%, it's pure power dressed in a 40mm case that's bold but never obnoxious. The fluted bezel is classic Rolex attitude, and the Cyclops lens makes the date pop like a tabloid headline, minus the scandal. With 100 meters water resistance, it's ready for champagne spills or an unexpected rainstorm on the yacht. This isn't just a watch, it's a wrist-mounted mic drop that says, "Yeah, I made it," without even having to open its mouth. Rolex Sky Dweller. Sliding into the spotlight, the Sky Dweller reference number 336239 strolls in at $47,600 for 2025, up 11%. Gold prices aren't exactly shy these days. Wrapped in 18K white gold and measuring 42mm, it hits that sweet spot where bold meets boardroom ready. The fluted bezel isn't just for show, it's the secret handshake to the ring command system, making all those complicated functions feel as easy as a Sunday crossword. The Oyster Flex bracelet is tough on the inside but smooth on the outside. Think armored sports car wrapped in cashmere. The white dial with chromolite lume keeps things crystal clear in the dark, glowing like the last streetlight on a late-night walk home. The Sky Dweller is that one friend who's effortlessly cool, knows way too much about wine, and somehow never breaks a sweat. Rolex Deep Sea. Closing the curtain, the Deep Sea reference number 13668LB in full 18K yellow gold shows up at $52,000 for 2025, up 11.4%. Gold's on a roll, and this watch isn't shy about it. At 44mm, it doesn't whisper. It gives a casual nod, and everyone just moves aside. Powered by the caliber 3235, it keeps time tighter than a locked group chat after drama, and with a 70-hour power reserve, it can outlast the weekend without a recharge. The solid gold bracelet, equipped with oyster lock and glide lock, is secure yet flexible, like a bouncer who moonlights as a yoga instructor. The Deep Sea is all muscle and gold bravado, proving you can dive into the abyss and still show up to dinner looking like you own the place. So, which one's got you scheming? The low-key flex of the Air King, the gold-dripped drama of the Deep Sea, or maybe that smooth-talking Sky Dweller? Spill it in the comments. We know you've got opinions. If this gave you some serious watch FOMO, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and binge our other videos for more wrist candy gossip. Catch you next time at Opulent Oasis, where the watches are shiny and the tea is always hot.